Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're back at it again. Now, today we're going to be reacting to kind of a big thing that has been going around involving Robert Brooks and him getting beat by these police officers. And I do think he lost his life. Correct me if I'm wrong. In regards to it, I think this is going to explain as well. We're watching the video to kind of get full thoughts in regards to it, whether or not the cop should be punished, whether or not he deserved it, all that type of stuff. And I looked up some context before we dived into it, like who is Robert Brooks? Because I don't want to just blindly just think just because he's viewed as getting taken advantage of for me to just feel bad for anybody, right? If this guy was a PDF, for example, I wouldn't feel bad. I would just say that the cops are corrupt. Two things can be true. Both of them do not have to be good or bad in this situation, but both of them can be good and bad in this situation. So, to kind of give some context on who this Robert Brooks guy, so in April 2016, Brooks was charged with first degree assault for stabbing his girlfriend in the chest, neck, and torso during an argument. So he was charged with that. So obviously, right off rip, I don't feel bad for this guy. This guy's not a good person. He doesn't deserve sympathy. He was apparently transferred to this prison because he was eligible for parole in 2026. Parole released in July 2026. Um, and he was sent to this prison because they thought it would be safer because he was assaulted at least twice by inmates in early December of, I believe, like 2023. I believe it doesn't give a specific year. So this guy's not a good person. He stabbed his girlfriend a lot. This guy was in his sentence. I don't think his girlfriend died, which is why he was allowed parole. And he's been assaulted already in the prison system. So not the greatest person. Doesn't mean he should just be killed or anything like that. But he's not a great person. Now let's see the cops and what they did. Happened in December 9th in the Marcy Correctional Facility. No audio. Beaten by multiple correction officers after being transferred. So he was just. Did this immediately happen? So he showed up and they just started beating the crap out of him. It was released on December 27th. Contains graphic violence. All right, let's fast forward because there's no audio. I can't. I don't know what's going on. So we're speeding through this a little bit. So they just all around. We're gonna have to play the card, bro. So this is actually in Romanita County. What location is it? Is this new? I would have to look this up. Mohawk Correctional Facility. It's in New York. I'm an idiot. It says New York State Attorney General. So a bunch of guys, and the reason why I brought that up is because we have to play the race card. White, 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 white. Come on. Damn, he's already a bloody mess. They brought him back here. Another white dude. And they're just beating the crap out of him. Him and his nutsack. See, guy's not a good person by any means, from what I research. He's facing a sentence. Anything further is crazy. And I don't know what he could have done to deserve this type of action. Like, yeah, he stabbed his girlfriend, but this is crazy. This is crazy. And he got transferred here too. So it's not like they have a long history with him unless he like beat up, R-worded, or killed a fellow police officer or something like that. Like, I don't know. Even but I did say if this was a PDF, then it was like, but okay. I'm gonna make this clear. I think the best way for me to phrase this is this guy doesn't deserve remorse for me if he's done like the worst of worst action. What he did is still terrible. Stabbing your girlfriend's terrible. If he was a PDF, that's even worse. But It's not acceptable for cops to act like this. It's just not. It can never be acceptable for cops to take justice in their own hands and do whatever they want. All of them should get fired. All of them arguably should get some jail time because we got to set a standard. We got to have a level of trust and justice and, proper professional conduct from the people who are supposed to protect the peace. Regardless of what this guy has done, taking justice in your own hands and jumping this guy while he has his hand tied behind his back is despicable. That is my stance. Let's continue. Let's see how bad does it really get. And they did this when they have cameras on themselves too. Like, it's so funny when cops kind of go over, like, do these stupid things, knowing that they can get caught eventually. Is he just punch him in his face? Tying his leg. Crazy. Like, what could he have done to get this type of animosity? Jesus crap. Jesus Christ. I'll move myself over a little bit. He just got his stomach exposed. Just punching his rib cage. Some guys have gloves, some don't. Brought him back up. Nose is cooked. Eye is black. I'm so upset that this doesn't have any audio because I need to know the rationalization for everything they're doing right now. What else? They're talking to a guy that is half, like, barely a conscience. Did they do anything more? All right, some guys leave. He left. All white dudes, by the way. All white dudes, by the way. We might need to play the race card. So he left to go get gloves. Okay, like, all of this is so unnecessary to a guy that's half conscious. Put him against the window? Like, what are we doing? Man, y'all not. I mean, BLM is gonna have a field day. There's no color representation. It's just angry white dudes, bro. White dude. There's a dude in this corner right here in the brown jacket. I wonder what's up with him. Now his pants are off. What the hell is going on? This is crazy. They had him pushed up against a window for what? All right, this is. I guess this is him being brought in, or they just they change his clothes. I think change his clothes to bring him into this facility. Okay. If this is a continuation, and it seems to be, I don't know why they would put this out of order. Uh, okay, they're wiping blood off of him. Hitting him with the shoe now, like, Jesus! What is going on? Like, yeah, he's scum for stabbing his girlfriend with his knife, but, like, what is this energy? This energy is different. It's like this guy killed all of their daughters or something. Like, Jesus. It's like this guy's the Antichrist. This energy is crazy. Do y'all do this to every criminal that stabs someone? Like, this level of energy is wild. Just, and it's not like he's fighting back. He is completely subdued. Oh, and they're just going at it, subduing their legs and just throwing out more punches. Yeah, these cops need to go. They need jail time. They need jail time. This we can't allow this type of actions from cops. We can't. We can't. I mean, if like we can't. We just can't. We can't allow something like this in in society. We can't. This is wild. Some more. I guess I could have looked at the time to see like if this is a continuation. Let's see. Anything else? Putting on more gloves. Just beating him for so long too. This all happened December 9th, 2024. Getting subdued again? Jesus. These two dudes are just watching? Who are these guys? Are these nurses? Laughing? Oh god, this is like if I'm in these guys' situations because they're just laughing, they're smiling. They don't care. And they're both white again. Now they're taking off his pants. Is this not the same? Is this a different? I'm so confused on what is going on. He's sub now putting him in handcuffs, and he's basically naked. No, putting the handcuffs somewhere else. Dude is half naked. This guy, okay. So the guy's camera we're seeing right now is the only one who wasn't doing anything, it seemed. And it's interesting. So he was there. His camera is the one we got, and he's the only one not doing something. It's very interesting. Very interesting. I'd be curious to see what this guy's deal is. Like, was he just a bystander? Was he just a lower officer, so there's nothing he can do? Like, was he just there so he can make sure that he gets all the evidence of them doing this? So unfortunate we get no audio though. I don't know why we get no audio. Even in like body cams we get audio. Now we got a woman here. Is she racist too? Is she gonna start beating on him as well? Oh, so this is a different officer, I think. Oh yeah, so all of them are the same video, but these are different perspectives. I should have looked at the time up here. I might have been incorrect when I said that initially. But okay, so this is and this is wiping the blood off of his face and just shoving it in his mouth and then punching him in the face. And this is punching it. Yeah, all of them are scumbags, bro. All of them are scumbags. But that's all we got. Potentially don't we need, I'm very curious to why they were doing it, but it doesn't excuse the actions. There's no reason, there's no good reason to kind of commit these actions as a cop. There's just none. So this is also a bad look on this whole police department. And this is not police department, this is correctional services. So this is like prison guards too, or prison guards and the police department. So yeah, that's crazy. With that said, maybe he's done something absolutely despicable that we couldn't even rationalize. Maybe he's done the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. Maybe that is possible, but cops should not take justice into their own hands. But if I'm like a father and there's something that happened to my daughter, then cops shouldn't take justice in their own hands. But as a father, I could see that. I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but you can rationalize with certain kind of moral grief. You can't rationalize with the idea that these arbiters of justice are taking matters into their own hands. Like these are just two separate conversations, right? You can't be a cop doing this. So with that said, this is despicable. Hopefully we get some more answers on what's going on and these cops are brought to justice. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed. You have a good one. Take care and peace.